Do you want to know what the most hidden weaknesses of women are that an alpha man absolutely must know? In this video, I will reveal 10 psychological aspects that could make the difference in your relationships. Get ready, because the last point could really change your life. In couple dynamics, especially when we talk about strong, self-confident men, those we commonly call alpha men, deeply understanding the female universe is a winning card. But be careful, we are not talking about manipulation, but rather psychological understanding. Women, like all human beings, have weaknesses that emerge in certain contexts. Knowing these vulnerabilities will help you be more empathetic, aware, and build more authentic relationships. Stay until the end, because the last point we will cover may really make you think. Welcome to the mental family, and before discovering the first point, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so as not to miss other videos like this. 1. Need for emotional security. The first crucial thing an alpha man needs to understand is the deep need for emotional security that many women feel in their relationships. This doesn't just mean being physically present, but being an emotional safe haven. Women tend to look for stability and consistency in a partner, someone who will not fail to support them in times of difficulty. An alpha man is not limited to solving problems, but he knows how to offer empathetic listening, demonstrating that his partner's emotions matter. For example, knowing how to read signs of stress or worry and responding with kindness can make the difference between a superficial relationship and a truly meaningful one. 2. Fear of social judgment. Despite their social achievements and growing independence, many women still feel the weight of social judgment. This affects how they are perceived by family, friends, and even society in general. For an alpha man, it is crucial to recognize this sensitivity and act as a support against this pressure. Women often worry about how their life choices, appearance, or behavior will be judged by others. An alpha man must show understanding and encourage his partner to be true to herself, helping her build her self-esteem away from the critical eyes of society. 3. Need for approval. Although many women are strong and independent, many of them still seek approval, especially from those they love. Approval can come in the form of compliments, recognition of successes, or simply a thank you for an everyday gesture. An alpha man must be aware of how powerful these small confirmations can be. The most common mistake is to take your partner's successes and efforts for granted. Sincerely complimenting them on their accomplishments, from the smallest to the largest, can greatly strengthen the bond between you and your partner. Remember, authenticity is key. The praise must be genuine. 4. Fear of abandonment. Even the most confident women can have a hidden fear, the fear of abandonment. This fear can come from past experiences or simply from a natural vulnerability that many people feel in relationships. An alpha man does not have to constantly reassure in a suffocating way, but he must transmit trust and consistency. This means keeping promises, being there when needed, and building a relationship on solid foundations. The right gesture or word in moments of uncertainty can strengthen the connection, making her feel safe without having to ask for it directly. 5. Influence of emotions. Emotions can be overwhelming and often drive a woman's daily decisions. While men, especially alpha men, tend to use more linear logic, women can be more influenced by what they feel at a given moment. This doesn't mean they're irrational, but they interpret the world through a more heightened emotional lens. An alpha man must navigate these emotional waters, understanding that there are times when a hug or a kind word is worth more than a concrete solution. The key is to remain calm and present, without allowing his partner's emotions to overwhelm or confuse him. 6. The comparison with other women. Comparing yourself to other women is a reality that many women experience on a daily basis, whether it's about their appearance, their career, or even their love life. An alpha man must learn to recognize this tendency to compare and take action to break this harmful cycle. It can be helpful to remind your partner that everyone has a unique journey and that the characteristics that make her special cannot be compared to anyone else's. A woman who feels constantly compared to others can lose confidence in herself, while an alpha man who knows how to appreciate her for who she truly is will help bring out the best in her. 7. Fear of being misunderstood. Another sensitive point is the fear of being misunderstood, a fear that many women experience when they find themselves expressing their emotions or deep thoughts. Alpha men need to understand that active listening is not just a matter of hearing, but of fully understanding the message that their partner is trying to convey. Often, what a woman means is hidden behind her words, and understanding the subtext is essential to avoid misunderstandings. For example, if she tells you she had a bad day, she is not necessarily looking for solutions, but simply someone who will listen and understand her. 8. Emotional dependence in relationships. Some women can develop an emotional dependence on their partner, feeling that their emotional well-being is completely dependent on him. An alpha man must be able to recognize this dynamic and manage it intelligently, promoting a healthy balance. It is important to support your partner without becoming their sole emotional point of reference. Encouraging emotional independence, both in decisions and personal challenges, helps create a relationship based on mutual respect and personal growth. 9. Susceptibility to criticism. Many women can be extremely sensitive to criticism, especially from their partners. Even if the criticism is constructive, it can be perceived as a personal attack, undermining their self-esteem. An alpha man must learn the art of positive feedback. Instead of criticizing directly, he must be able to express his opinions in a respectful and compassionate way. For example, instead of saying, "You were wrong," he might say, "Maybe there's another way to deal with this." This approach not only avoids conflict, but also helps his partner grow without feeling hurt. Are you enjoying this so far? If so, leave a comment below and let me know what you think of these points. And don't forget to like and share this video with someone who might find it helpful. Now get ready for the last point, the one that might really change your perspective on relationships. 10. Need for authentic connection. Underlying it all is a deep and universal desire, the need for authentic connection. Women want to feel understood, appreciated, and accepted for who they really are. An alpha man, to be truly one, must go beyond appearance and social role and seek a connection based on mutual understanding and respect. This takes time and effort, but once you build a relationship on this solid foundation, the bond becomes unbreakable. Women want to know that when they talk to you, you listen not only with your ears, but also with your heart. Now that you know these 10 female weaknesses, remember that the true alpha man does not use this information to gain power, but to build a healthy and authentic relationship. Understanding a person's vulnerabilities does not mean exploiting them, but making them an opportunity to grow together. If you want to continue improving your relationships, be sure to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to stay up to date. See you in the next video, and remember, the strength of an alpha man lies in his ability to understand and support his partner.